Hello guys, this is something else. Another character. This is another character like guide, Cargouide, Cargouide, Cargouide. I think like how I pronounce it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to cover the witch. I already like went over all of the CRB classes. This is the last class from APG. So yeah, the same day I finished like all of the core rulebook classes. I'm also going over advanced players guide classes. And also I will make like a very short video about like all of classes and try to explain them like very short. I will not go in depth at all. I will just explain, hey, you should play this class if you like this and another thing. And that's and also sorry but not so sorry for my voice sounding really bad because I'm kind of sick right now. I'm sick right now. So yeah, my voice sounds really bad because my throat is completely sore. So yeah, um, I'm just going to get straight to it. So yeah, I don't. It's out of my control, so I don't feel like I should say sorry. But also a lot of people say sorry, so I don't really know what to do. But yeah, use intelligence. Use your big brain to remember the stuff that your patron taught you and stuff like this. Like just remember in service to unknown. This is the first time I think maybe. So, no, even cleric didn't. Even cleric or champion. Cleric or champion, they didn't get that. This is the first time we see actual flavor text that essentially, yeah, flavor text. And just remember, not every witch needs to be like a female or anything like this. You can make a male witch, I think. But yeah, the whole thing about witches is just hexing, my first witch that I made was like an automaton shaman that was like from an ancient civilization and stuff like that. But going back to actual like subject of the video, just like pretty much almost every spellcaster, you get trained in perception, fortitude, reflex, and expert in will. Then you actually get a skill determined by your patron and 3+ intelligence modifier, which is pretty good considering that the wizard got pretty much the same thing but just 2 skills. Simple weapons, yet again, ahead of the wizard by getting simple weapons. And untrained in all armor, same with the wizard. Yeah. You get just normal spellcasting. Just like pretty much every other class. And you can also, like, let's do normal stuff with this. Now we have hexes, okay? Focus, this is witch's focus point, Yeah, just you use these focus points, and they're usually essentially just okay. You cast the hex for one action, and the hex causes an effect that lasts for like a while. Hex causes an effect that lasts for a while. That's pretty great. You also get like your hex cantrips. Okay, they're just like hexes, but they don't cost focus points. They're great. And then you actually get something that is unique because most of this stuff over here Just generic things that everyone gets over here. Except witch feats, but everyone just gets class feats at level 2. Except like marshals that get also a class feat at level 1. But yeah, going back to it. Pretty generic thing for a witch. You get magical fortitude. Okay, expert in fortitude, then expert in spellcasting, expert in reflex, expert in perception, then you get expert in weapons, expert in like all of the defense stuff, defense. Then you get extra damage from weapons. You get master of spellcasting, will saves to master, and also critical success instead of a normal success on will saves. Also legendary as spellcasting, and also patron's gift, aka 10th level spell slot. Pretty generic things, except for the fact that normally the legendary spellcaster is after the thing that gives you 10th level spell slot. I don't think I missed anything. No patron themes. Oh yeah. Your patron is not a specific thing, it's usually a theme. So yeah, Baba Yaga. Except Baba Yaga. It's just straight up Baba Yaga. I think it's even a monster. Baba. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, of course you get occultism, you get spirit object. Okay, this thing over here that essentially makes you possess an object and make this object attack a thing for 1d4 damage. Using your spell attack rules, of course. And you know, it can be bigger and stuff like this, like heavier, the more time it takes. Now, chilling spray. I think that this Kostchiche gives you, aka probably the Baba Yaga itself is the Kostchiche. Or Kostchiete? Something like this, I don't know. Or Kostchiche. But curse then. Curse, once again, occult. Needed a lot of stuff. Like, all of the skills are just either occultism or something else based on, like, your spell list. Evil Eye, very good. It frightens creatures. And you can like sustain it. And yet, you can sustain it actually, like, for very long. So yeah, you just kind of debuff the enemy for quite a long time. Especially if this is a boss monster, this will be really good. And Ray of Enfeeblement, just enfeebles, so pretty good thing. Like, I don't even need to actually look at granted spells. I think like granted spells don't really matter. All that really matters is hexes. Now yeah, just over here, just Nudge Fate. So it's essentially just +1. It's essentially +1, but only if you're missing something by 1. I mean it. I don't really know. I mean, like, can't this be like just +1 to something? Like you cast on one creature, and you can just give it +1 to the roll after you see the result. It would be better, and it would not take that much. Stroke the heart seems very romantic. It's fervor, so was that one of the damage rolls? Oh yeah, it's actually like some sort of romantic thing, probably. Okay, no mosquito witch, which get it? Get the joke? It's a mosquito witch which gets the biting bite spade because you know, which gives you the spell. Okay, I'm horrible at humor, but yeah, that it takes a lot of damage. It just gives some damage, like yeah, it's pretty good. You can actually decide how much will you actually do this, so you don't need to use a cantrip. So I mean, like it's pretty good, even though you can have just like spam electric arc or something else. Since you're primal, you can just like spam electric arc, but it does the damage pretty consistently. Like it takes a bit less actions, so I guess that's a very good thing. Like it takes like one action every turn. So yeah, that's why it's I think better. But so it's essentially just like Baba Yaga, but uses a better spell list and doesn't need an object that is near the enemy. And Mosquito Witch is just a better Baba Yaga. And over here, when you get Baba Yaga, then you just get this. So, a Demon Lord called Kostiercie. Kostiercie. Oh yeah, that really sounds like very great. Oh, Edix. Oh yeah, she actually hates the witches. So yeah, she's not Baba Yaga. She's actually like she actually hates her. She actually hates Baba Yaga. I don't know who is she, but I will Google it later in case there's some like inappropriate stuff. And yeah, but actually Mosquito Witch is an actual monster, but I don't know if I can show her because like you know the YouTube bots are kind of cuckoo and they may just get the wrong idea when I show it. So yeah, now Night is Shroud of Night. I love like the name of it, but mm, this is like a very this is like a very complicated thing to me. I know that it may be easy for you, but it sounds kind of complicated to me. Okay, it just kind of sounds weird to me, you know. Like, mm, yeah, it's really weird. Just so I don't know where to put it actually in terms of brain rate. So yeah, pacts. Pacts is you know you make a pact. So pact broker. Yeah, you offer broker a pact of peace. So yeah, so yeah, essentially like this one. It's really weird because it depends on whether or not the target accepts the pact. Because unless the target doesn't accept the pact, then that's pretty useless. But because it doesn't say anything about like target just deciding to decline the pact. Like, oh no, I'm fine. I just want, just like I just want to kill some guys. So and you rolled up, so I just think like it. I actually want this. It's like it's then like your focus point just gone. Like yeah, like most like I don't know like owlbears and stuff like this probably won't try to actually like make a pact with you. Like the owlbear that just wants to eat you and rip your intestines out will probably not try to make a pact with you of peace, especially a pact of peace. And rule, the sense secrets, like okay sure. It, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Like, it uses arcane spell is that it's not really all that great. Like, because it's the only like spell is that cannot be used for a healer for first, for second. Um, for second, this one is just not really that good. Like, not really that useful. I mean, it's mostly all out of combat, but okay, I guess. Wild has Wilding Ward, which well, I'm not really a fan of it because it forces it to be like an animal, fungus, or a plant. Like, it needs to be like an animal. Just like a mindless pretty much creature most of the time. And you're most likely going to just fight it at earlier levels and then just forget them at the later levels. And with Winter you have Clinging Eyes, which yet again it's like one of just like Mosquito Witch and stuff like this, but I mean, it's just like cool, just like get it cool. Am I not the best comedian ever? Am I not the most best comedian ever? Like, literally just landed here a joke that I'm pretty sure that you just did not expect it. Like, I expect that you thought that I was going to say put at the start, but now when I started analyzing, you just decided that I'm probably not going to say this. But yeah, now lessons. I'm going to go over lessons also. And I'm not going to actually like look over the spells that your familiars get because these are just normal spells. But okay, with Lesson of Calamity, because lessons you should take at least one lesson. Lessons are feats that essentially give you like curses. Like this one. And I don't know what actually around this one. This one seems pretty cool, but I don't know what a random directions means. Just it's not really all that useful, but I don't know what a random direction means. Like, does it make like, hey, you roll 1d8, and depending on the roll of the d8, the enemy moves in one of the like 8 directions you can actually move 5 feet? Or is it like just like 500, or is it like just 500 like I don't know, like, just like 500 ghosts of like dead TTRPG store owners just like deciding the direction and just randomly just possessing the like token or something, or a mini? Or is it just like, and by that I mean like literally just the GM chooses the direction by that? No, Lesson of Dreams. Well of Dreams, yeah. -2, like, pretty great, like, yeah, this hex is pretty great, especially because -1 to attack rolls and stuff like this. But also will saves are pretty good, especially because getting frightened and stuff like this. No life boost. Life boost, like, fast healing is pretty good, I mean. Like, yeah, fast healing is really good, actually. Especially that it lasts 4 rounds, so it's like, unironically, it's just like wholeness of body, but kind of better, I feel. You know, like, it's not even sustain up to 4 rounds. It's like literally just 4 rounds. So yeah, especially out of combat, it's just better wholeness of body in my opinion. Especially that wholeness of body, I think, takes like extra actions, but it gives you 9 hit points per level. Yeah, wait, let me check. Hey, you regain like, no, better. You regain 8 hit points. Just immediately. Oh yeah, it's one action. So yeah, you just immediately regain 8 hit points and attempt a save against this. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's why it looks like this. Okay, okay, okay. Because wait. 8 times 8, that's like 64 plus 1. That's 72. Okay, so and yeah, 72 is like 8 less than 80. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's still this one is still better, but it's kind of slower. Lesson of Protection, Broad Ward. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that is really good. If you can just like, if you can just designate it every time you cast it, then that's pretty good because most of the time you're going to fight one type of enemy at once. You know, you're going to fight one type of enemy at once. For example, like Hobgoblin or something like this. You know. I personally would make it so you can also choose like a humanoid. But you know that's like a really great thing actually. If you can cast it on like humanoids, it would be pretty a great thing. And over here, elemental betrayal. Yeah, sounds pretty like weirdly edgy. Each time the target takes damage, takes 2 additional damage, and oh yeah, so it essentially just gives the enemy weakness to the damage without actually giving it weakness, so it can actually stack. So yeah, just mental damage, pretty good, pretty good. Lesson of favors, Dark Archives, so that's why I probably don't get this one. Mm, what? Oh yeah. Oh okay, okay, okay. That now I understand. Okay, That's pretty good, but does the ally need to give you a favor later? Like, what kind of favor is that? Like, what are we talking? Like, oh yeah, like, for example, okay, now I'm giving you extra HP, but you need to keep me alive or something like this? Or can it be, like, used to pay an already existing favor or something like this? Or to lower an existing favor? So, okay, let's get to this one. So, yeah, that. Okay, Lesson of Mischief can be actually pretty great. Because illusory disguise and like just telling it to other people can be used for many roleplay scenarios. So yeah, but that's kind of like I'm not really a fan of it. Because unless you're a charisma caster, then it won't be really good. Unless you, for example, take a Mask of Allure or Cricket of Persuasion or something like this. If you take a Cricket of Persuasion or any of like Apex items, then it will be really good. You know, you can even make a witch or ordeal about like a witch that decided to like just impersonate a king or something like this. King, and I mean king with a G, not K at the end. And I don't mean Jing, I mean king. Ging. Yeah, that sounds fine. Malicious Shadow, wow, that's a lot of text. So yeah, it's essentially just like, okay, it spawns a shadow that deals D10 damage per every 2 spell levels, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good. And Lesson of Snow, Personal Blizzard. Yeah, that just sounds like all of the mosquito stuff, but just better. Yeah, ice is pretty good, I guess. Lesson of Bargains. Bargains. Over the coals. Wait, do you have to take actually like Pack Broker? You accuse the target of breaking its word. Oh yeah. Oh no. So that only from what I'm understanding, it only actually the critical success effect. The critical success effect only works actually. So yeah, that doesn't actually work. So yeah, okay, that sounds like. So it just critical success doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, Curse of Death. Don't you just love when it happens? Oh. Yeah, you can see what happens over here. Can you see what happens over here? It's so annoying. So yeah. Oh yeah, essentially just. Oh yeah, it literally gives the enemy Curse of Death. What is Curse of Death? Oh. Was it? Wait, once again, what? The enemy is affected with Curse of Death at stage 1. And what is the actual Curse of Death? No, yeah, over here, right now we can see this actually. 144 negative damage, oh yeah. Okay. This should actually like destroy the enemy. This would be really great. Oh, so target must attempt once fortitude saving throw. Oh, okay. And now when you sustain it, you can just defeat a boss monster in 4 rounds. Okay. I actually love this. No. Okay. Restorative moment. Like, okay. It takes 2 actions. I know that's better hexes take 2 actions, but at least from my opinion, just the it's as good as if not a little bit worse than other hexes that take 1 action. That's my opinion, as far as I can see. Unless I'm wrong because I'm tired and stuff like this. But hey, just let's roll with it for now. So yeah, over here, yeah, it's just a bunch of like ice damage. And if you fail, the target is like, okay, so the target is salt for each of his turns. Going safe has the incapacitation trait. On failed save, the slot condition increases by 1 or 2 on a critical failure to maximum of slot 4. Wait, slot 1 already removes like your reaction and also your action, so like slot 3 already just makes you unable to move. What does slot 4 make you? Like, does it just delete like your additional quicken actions that you can have? If you're like permanently quickened or something, or like quickened by like haste or something. Those sounds, yeah, that's a lot, you know, like. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm going to tell you that the 1 day like immunity doesn't really matter, because if someone gets hit by this thing, just like death curse, they're going to probably die if they actually fail the save. It's probably just made so if they actually like manage to like survive this one, they can actually like try to either kill the witch so fast enough so the witch doesn't hex them again, or so they can just run away as far as they can. And now, now that I went over everything, witch fits. Yeah, we all love witch fit. Cackle focus spell. Cackle, I heard it's good. Oh yeah, so it allows you to spend one focus point to prolong a hex as a free action. Okay. Cauldron, like, it's pretty good. Okay, but from the stuff that I actually like, remind you is enhanced familiar because, um, like this is my guide, but I don't know if I told you, but you know, every witch gets a familiar that also gets additional abilities, and you know, also you get like the enhanced familiar and stuff like this, and now enhanced familiar will make your familiar even better, you know, because you actually use your familiar as a spell book. So of course, get the Hex Focus and Hex Wellspring. And the weird thing is that Hexmaster doesn't require Cackle for some reason, even though it works all like just like Cackle. But if you're trying to like go Living Hair, maybe Demon Hair will be pretty good. But I usually pick Witch's Hat because I'm kind of a role player. I really like role playing. And Patron's Truth. And Patron's Truth is better for like just the general gaming. Just the focus ones, and also all of the like lesson, like major lesson and stuff like this. And there's also like major lesson too, I think. Oh, it's just one major lesson. Okay. Sorry, I got confused because in Path Builder we have something like major lesson 2. Oh yeah, that is actually like, you know, and that is 14th level. We have actually like in Path Builder to just like make it function. We have major lesson 2 that is at 14th level and major lesson 3 at 18th level. Okay, but I think that you should take just one major lesson, okay? All of the major lessons are pretty OP, okay? Don't try to abuse them. And yeah, that's just pretty much it. Like, it's a spellcaster, so I can just like recommend you, hey, pick fear, pick the fear spell. It's great. It's great. Everyone should pick the fear spell. If you are using like a primal or arcane version, then pick electric arc. If you're not using one of these, then just pick days or haunting hymn maybe. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to actually say. Like just, I think that I even in some videos today I forgot to actually say my just traditional goodbye, where I say that just something like, hey, but this is your character. I'm just like trying to make it easier for you to create your character, but if me making it easy for your character goes against like your character itself or stuff like this, then don't do this. Then don't do this. Don't listen to me then. Because just remember, try to find your own path, you freaks of nature or something like this. Because you know, freaks of nature. Because I personally just like love. I'm just a great fan of, you know, like druid is my favorite class, and my second is a close tie with ranger and monk. Well, I just generally, if you can see, if you could see in this video, I just generally like love all of the primal things, primal magic and stuff like this. So most of the stuff I like is just primal stuff. So you know, just like nature, just nature related stuff. So I decided, hey, like most of the things that I record won't be just about like druids and rangers. So how about I just call my fans freaks of nature, because what are the odds that they're actually like maining druid or ranger? Like, generally, they're more likely to main a fighter or something like this, you know. So that's why freaks of nature. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to just go to sleep and make a thumbnail tomorrow or something like this, and just try to record 2 more videos. I hope that I get better tomorrow.